There's a danger making videos about having incurable cancer that I get the balance wrong. On the one hand, my cancer is a truly dreadful disease. It has taken over my life. It has stripped me of my health, my fitness, my friends, my freedom, my finances, and it will eventually take my life. That's a lot of F's. I can probably think of one more F to do with cancer, but let's not go there. I know my last couple of videos have been a bit negative, and there most certainly are downsides. But I don't want to give the idea that cancer is just one long, negative, sad existence. Life with cancer is just that. It's life with cancer. In fact, in many ways, it simplifies life. I have enough bad days to remind me that life's worth living. And then on good days, I can go and live it. When things happen that in the past would have annoyed me, I can put them into perspective. I'm still the same person. I just have more experience now. This is a cancer vlog. And I was looking through my diary. From February 2021 to May 22, there are only 4 entries that relate to cancer. It's not that I didn't think about it, I did. It's always rumbling away in the background. It's just that nothing significant happened. And I just continued living life the way you would if you had, I don't know, a mild back twinge or something. Most of the time it's not a problem as long as you don't move the wrong way or you don't do anything to make it worse. So here's my 4 diary entries from 2021 to the middle of 2022. My diary entry, February 2021. I got a phone call from my oncologist with the results of my brain MRI. Now, MRI is higher resolution than a CT, and we already know that there's cancer in my brain. So I was actually looking forward to these results so that we could see what's really in there. The scan shows that the largest tumours are half the size they were 3 months ago, and the smaller one is no longer visible. We also talked about my liver, which is now normal. I've stopped taking the medication. It's not possible to tell if it's just the radiotherapy causing the tumours to shrink or if immunotherapy is playing a part too. I hope the immunotherapy is working because that is what I'm relying on for long-term cancer control. He did explain that my thyroid is probably now irreversibly damaged. So I'm going to need to replace what my body used to produce with thyroxine, which is 1 tablet a day. Loads of people take thyroxine. It's no big deal. And look at all the good news. Those annoying side effects from the drugs that I have been taking to counter the side effects that I had been having from the original treatment, those will start to fade. And this week, if I get a headache, I'll know for certain that it's nothing serious. And no more scans until April. I'm not sure how to celebrate under these COVID restrictions. I have a diary entry from April. It says, I haven't posted for a couple of months, but only because nothing very interesting has happened. I slept a lot. I sleep less now. I paddled a bit. I sleep more now. And cancer's dominance had been gradually beginning to fade until this week. Yesterday was the 3-month CT scan of my chest, abdomen and pelvis. And tomorrow they're going to take another one of my brain. And I've got to say the CT scan didn't go well. Or at least it was fine. But then the radiographer said, "Are you currently getting treatment?" And then she said, "Has your radiotherapy not been working?" And a couple of other triggery phrases that really set my mind racing. I'm sure she's seen something. I'm certain it has spread. I have replayed every word of our conversation, and I know that I'm going to get bad news. I had forgotten. I do this every single time. I analyse every look, every word, every gesture, every nuance of what goes on. And the truth is, I haven't got the scan results. I have no idea what those results will be. And I have a very, very poor success rate at scan result prediction. But I keep doing it every time. When you have cancer or something similar, you realise how important charities are and how much of a difference a good charity makes. Now, I know that I base my research on a very small sample size, me, but I've reached out for help to quite a few charities, and in my experience there are some cancer charities that I am eager to support and some that don't really appear to have any clear purpose. Now, Cancer Research UK, they claim that they do pioneering work to prevent, diagnose and treat cancer, and that seems to be borne out by what I see. And I've also found that they're a great place to get up-to-date statistics on cancer. So Claire and my daughter Sarah did run a Race for Life in aid of cancer research this year. May 2021. Waiting for scan results is the problem, especially after what the radiographer said. Even worse, I have to wait 5 weeks until Tuesday the 18th. And then, a few days after the scans, I received an appointment with my plastic surgeon for Wednesday the 19th. What does it all mean? How do these events all fit together into a logical progression? I'll tell you what I think. The oncologist is going to see me on Tuesday, tell me that the immunotherapy has failed, and the next day the surgeon is going to tell me what bits of me they need to remove to give me a few extra months. Or is the timing of the two appointments just a coincidence? Surely, if I needed surgery, they wouldn't wait 5 weeks to tell me, would they? Everybody keeps saying that COVID-19 has caused delays, but I haven't had any delays. I know God has a plan, and his plan won't be swayed. But I don't know what that plan is. There's lots of people praying that my immunotherapy will work, and I know God answers prayer, but his plan could just as easily be to take me home to be with him, which would be great for me, but not so good for my family. Maybe he's just messing with my head, keeping me on my toes, or on my knees, as one of my friends suggested. Physically, I felt pretty good. Mentally, I was all over the place. My workmates had a lot to put up with. Claire and the kids, they had their own worries. And me being so tense all the time made everything worse for them. Quick update, later the same day, the tumours in your brain are still shrinking. They're so small now that we need special equipment to see them. There is no new cancer, and the immunotherapy is definitely working. Sarah and I cycled to Tardree, climbed up Tober Naveen after my appointment. The appointment timing was just a coincidence. I do believe in prayer. Honest, I do. did an entry in summer 2022. Our wedding anniversary is in the summer. And it goes something like this. I've been opening up recently a bit on social media and YouTube. Why stop now? Sometimes I see other people's soppy anniversary posts and I get a bit worried because our marriage isn't as romantic as theirs seems to be. Do we love each other less than those people? Well, over the past couple of years, Claire has demonstrated practical, sacrificial love on a scale that most husbands never experience. She has soared above every new challenge with no complaints, and she's taken the pressures heaped on her with a smile. So I can live without soppy romance. Claire loves me, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So there you have it. Well over a year of living a normal life, but with occasional hospital appointments and mental wobbles to spice it up. A few more of those years and maybe I'll be able to forget about cancer. But of course, cancer doesn't give up that easily. And if my cancer journey stopped in the middle of 2022, I'm sure you have guessed I wouldn't be making these videos now.